Hi, Jemmy. Thank you for joining me for your May Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Audrey Alison, and I'm shuffling the Cosmic Tarot by Norbert Loesch. Gemini, please watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign for a full dose of the cosmos for the month. We have a retrograde of your ruling planet this month, Gemini, and that's where I'd like to start. So on May 10th, Mercury, the planet of communications, your ruling planet, planet of intellect and the mind, slows down at 4 degrees of your sign, Gemini. So, from the 10th through the 22nd, this review occurs in Gemini, and it is best that you avoid strong decision-making, affirmative signatures on contracts. I would avoid committing to plans around that time because you'll probably end up canceling. There is the need for you to reassess your communications and to watch how you are speaking and to deliver messages with clarity. You're bound to experience some confusion in those 12 days that Mercury is reviewed in your sign or slowed down in your sign. But there's also a need for you to tread lightly in the physical, in the body, with the body. Don't push yourself energetically or while doing physical activities. Excuse me, Gemini might need to rest prior to the solar return because it is Gemini season in May. Then this retrograde goes deeper into the sign of Taurus, back through 26 degrees from May 22nd through June 3rd. Your review is actually in your very private 12th house. This affords Gemini a ton of data while sleeping, dream activity, lucid dreaming. I would definitely suggest dream interpretation at that time. You are very intuitive. You are receiving downloads from the 22nd through June 3rd. You could be inspired while at rest, while at peace. There's also the reminder to release addictions at this time and to communicate to yourself internally, assess why you are using certain vices. The 12th house has to do with addiction, and Gemini can be checking themselves internally and trying to cope with more moderation instead of the Gemini on or off tactic, fight or flight. Geminis tend to be very black or white. It's hard to remain very neutral, and while Mercury is retrograde in the 12th sector, you want to gain more neutrality in terms of vice and not going full blast. I would also watch your technology, and you might need to go through some repairs with internet, telecommunications, etc. This is the month of a full moon lunar eclipse on the 16th of May. We have this full moon, a cumulative lunar eclipse at 25 degrees of Scorpio, which is in opposition to Uranus. This is in your health sector, Gemmy. You should really take it easy. There could be unexpected issues that pop up, but Uranus is not a committed sign. If you wake up with some hives on that day or some water retention because it's in Scorpio, this will go away. But there could be unexpected developments. I'm getting like fluid retention, water on the knee, swollen ankles. There's just tons of issues that could apply with water. But Gemini also needs to remain extremely hydrated at this time, mid-month. And there's an illumination. Something needs to be seen in your work and or health sector. And if there is a health scare, I don't want you to attach yourself to it. What's happening here is that's just what it is. It's a scare in order to realign and redirect Gemini with some better, healthier choices. Now, if you're already ahead of the game in making positive choices in terms of what's healthy for you as an individual. You might not be as redirected, but if you've been stalling in making some changes, this eclipse will affect you in like a 180-degree change, and quickly, because Uranus is all about electricity, sudden surprise revelation, and realignment, upheaval, things that feel uncomfortable but they need to be done. And this happens in the 6th sector of health. I wouldn't recommend appointments if you don't have to, or surgeries or anything like that during a Mercury retrograde. I would wait until after June 3rd. Wow, I just literally felt like I'm out of body right now. Okay, so in the world, we can expect shakeups as well in our environment, earthquakes, volcanoes, eruptions. That's all Uranus. And maybe even power outages and power shortages. This has tsunami energy too. Scorpio, full moon lunar eclipse opposite Uranus in Taurus. It's a heavy emotional eclipse because Scorpio is the definitive zodiac sign here. Uranus is what makes this almost disruptive. And I feel like in the world, we'll hear some announcements mid-month about some underwater volcanic eruptions, underwater earthquakes. Things that have been stagnant for a while can be busting through the oceans. Let's keep it out in the middle of the ocean, okay? Keep it out where it doesn't affect us. But it's Gemini season. It's Gemini season. Okay, Gemmy? May 20th, the sun enters your sign where Mercury has been reviewing and churning. You are offered a fresh perspective in this same sector where Mercury has given you his review in the 1st and 12th house, because your new moon is also on May 30th at 9 degrees of Gemini, second to last day of May. Gemini has been thoroughly cleaned, scrubbed, loofah'd, exfoliated. The physical body is ready and prepped and primed by your new moon of the 30th, and I feel like there might be some positive physical changes for Gemini if you can stick to that balance and commitment where it's so hard for us to do. There's a reinvigoration that's afforded to you in this month. Let's see what I get for you here in the Tarot. Gemmy, if you want to book a reading with me, let's do it. I eat those charts alive. Let me look at your natal chart, assess it, and I'll use the Tarot. I'll also give you any clairvoyant visions that I see, any claircognizant messages I get, or clairsentience that I feel in the reading. And you can book your session at audreyalison.com. Gemini, who's this? Who this? Prince of Cups, the messenger of happiness, of intimacy, this is Scorpio. Look at this guy. That's Scorpion energy. That's that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. But what's the message that happens for Gemini during that time? Stay in control. The Emperor, Aries energy. Venus and Mars are in Aries for Gemini this month, and Mars is there all of next. In your sector of friendships and goals, take control of what you aspire to do/be/live. Watch your properties. Theft is indicated, but more importantly, theft these days is like online fraudulent banking stuff, cards being used. Check your Amazon accounts, your debit cards. Make sure you don't have multiple purchases or random, fraud type stuff. What's the matter? Oh, Gemini, you know, once our birthday comes, we sulk. We don't like the day after our birthdays, but we live for every day living up to our birthday. Okay, so when Mercury slows down, Gemini can tilt to the not so fun Gemini, the moody and depressing energy. But listen, everybody's reflective in a Mercury retrograde. It's a time for thought and review. Don't judge yourself and don't worry about past relationships, even though they'll be coming out the woods. You don't have to answer every call. You could stay in your castle. I'm getting that from this. You can stay in your castle. I want one more card for Jemmy. There it is. Wow, temperance. Not too much, not too little. Moderation. This is the card of Sagittarius, your polar opposite. Balance is needed for Gemini this month. And don't worry, I know that can be uncomfortable, but that is your message. Take it easy this month. Don't go full blast. Save that for June. Save your full blast for after June 3rd, Jemmy. I hope this was helpful. I'm wishing you a beautiful solar return. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.